Last week I found myself in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was thinking when I was booking my travel, there can't be any nice hotels in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was wrong. I found a brand new hotel called The Summit, and I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the things in between coming up in this hotel review. What's up, fam? It's Danny Gould, the hotel guy. Last week I was in Cincinnati and I was pleasantly surprised when I was looking for travel because I was like, I'm just gonna stay at just a random Marriott or something like that. But I found a really cool hotel that if you ever find yourself in Cincinnati, you might want to consider staying at. So just like in classic hotel guy fashion, I'm gonna be breaking down this hotel in 3 main categories. Number 1, the room itself. Number 2, amenities. And lastly, the staff and the overall experience. So let's get into it, shall we? First things first, the visual impression of the hotel as you're driving up to it and when you walk into it is stunning. It's not something that you'd think that you'd find in like the middle of Cincinnati, Ohio, but it's there. When I walked into the hotel, one of the first things I noticed was how visually stunning the lobby and a lot of the side halls and everything were. And this is because the Summit purposefully has placed an emphasis on the modern art scene that is present in Cincinnati, and they're featuring a lot of the artists actually from Cincinnati in their hotel. So it's a pretty cool, like modern art display inside of a hotel.
Now that's pretty cool. The lights on the table, that's sick. The furniture here in the lobby is like top-notch stuff, and it just like really is a beautiful and sleek and contemporary design. I'm really digging this lobby.
Kind of a unique twist, and definitely visually makes it a very appealing entrance as you like walk in and like see all of these like cool things. Very nice touch. It also got me hyped up because I was thinking like, wow, if this is how good the lobby is, I can't wait to see the room. The staff was also exceptionally friendly, not just at check-in, but throughout the entirety of my stay. So that was a huge plus to be able to like have a nice front desk to go to and like have them be nice to me and like talk to me and give helpful pointers, let me know what was open because I got there kind of late, and so they were like, hey, that's open and that's open and that's open. So it was just like nice to have a front desk that actually like cared about their job, because I gotta be honest with you, that is a tough thing to find nowadays. Now, a couple things that you should know about this hotel. First one is that it is fairly new, and it's kind of in this like complex center thing where there's other things around it. So right next to the hotel, there is a brand new American twist on a British food hall. So like, if you've gone to London before, you've gone to England, you've seen like these like massive food halls. They basically have done that in Cincinnati, and they put it that's right next to the hotel. And then like right next to that, there's this really awesome cocktail bar, which I frequented, and that was like a nice thing to have, walking distance from the hotel. And right next to the hotel as well, you're in the middle of this like massive medical park. So needless to say, this hotel has no problem filling rooms up to a certain capacity because they've got plenty of transient business coming in from that hospital. It's massive. It's a massive medical park. Now, another interesting thing that I found out when I was staying there at the hotel is because it's so beautiful and because it has all of this modern art and everything, it's actually a really highly sought after wedding venue. Now, there were no weddings when I was there, but it was interesting because a couple of the locals that I interfaced with during my stay in Cincinnati, I was there for like 4 or 5 days, there were a few people that said like, oh yeah, you stayed at that hotel? Oh yeah, that's the place where everyone has their wedding. Oh yeah, it's the wedding place, right? So it's actually pretty well known as a wedding venue as well as a hotel, and I think that speaks to just how visually appealing the hotel is, because like people have their weddings at places that are super visually appealing. So if you're into that sort of thing, like you are gonna absolutely love this hotel. Highly recommend. All right, so now let's talk about the room. All right, so you walk into the room here, and all the room details, everything can be found in the description down below. I did get a semi-upgraded room, but it was like maybe $10 more, I think, than the basic or base room. So pretty much basic standard king room. First thing that I noticed when I walk into the room is this nice red color. Look, don't mind my maletas here, but this is a nice like eyes wide shut red. Imperial Emperor Sith Lord red. Nothing demonic or anything. But I'm joking, it looks really nice. I like the color, I like the theme. When you walk into the hotel, it is one of the first things that you notice, and it is unique because there aren't a lot of hotels that use this red. In fact, the only other hotel that I can think of that used this kind of red, this color red, this effectively was the Standard Hotel
in downtown Los Angeles. Unfortunately, they have since closed. During COVID, they closed down during the pandemic. One of my favorite hotels to stay at. Absolutely gorgeous, sexy, amazing rooftop bar, everything. And unfortunately, their time was cut short due to COVID-19. But great hotel. And this red theme at this hotel reminds me of that. And that touches me. That touches me inside because it reminds me of a hotel that I really, really used to love. So, again, with the red theme, we got this nice closet here. Pretty basic, pretty standard. Nothing too crazy. We also have this shower in here. Pretty standard shower head. You know what I do like? I do like this faux. This is real wood, but it is a nice color. I do like that color there. This is nice. Ooh. Again with the red theme. Can't get enough of this red, honestly. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what this looks like. Come on, show me something good. Oh, they have Chromecast. I'm watching YouTube tonight. That's awesome. And Netflix. I like this place already. I just noticed this mirror. I like the design. I'm a fan. It's like almost like an eye, like a red eye from like Eyes Wide Shut. So the bed's really nice. I like everything that's going on here. This is really cool. Okay, let's give it a splash score. Ready? Splash score in 3, 2. Give it a 6 out of 10. Definitely, it's comfy. It's not rigid. 6 out of 10 splash score. I got 4.5 out of 7. Keep it consistent with the rating scale. A 4.7 out of 7. It's good, not great.
So I thought long and hard about the room score, and I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 7. I would say that I would have expected more from the room given how like fancy the lobby and stuff was. So it's almost like a letdown, and it's almost because of that I gave it that score. Like if this were another hotel where the lobby and the entry and everything weren't so grandiose and magical, then like maybe the room wouldn't have been such a letdown. But the truth is that it was a very plain standard room. So for that reason, I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 7. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I got to the hotel, I really wasn't that hungry. But after getting a quick workout in, I decided that, hey, before I go to bed, I should probably eat something. So I went to the restaurant on site. The restaurant's called Overlook. And when I got there, I looked at the menu and I was like, dude, none of this sounds appetizing. But I said, listen, just sit down, order something light, and be done with it. And this ended up being one of the highlights of my stay. I got one of the salads on the menu, but I ordered a salad with salmon and chicken because protein. #gains. I wasn't expecting anything, but I gotta tell you, it might have been the best salmon and the best chicken I've ever had in my life. I'm not even joking. I wasn't hungry. So like, it's not like I was like blinded by the hunger. It was so good. I don't know how to describe it other than both the salmon and the chicken were like cooked perfectly and the seasoning was on point. I was just blown away by how good this food was and how good it tasted to me despite the fact that I wasn't really that hungry. So if that's representative of what the rest of the menu tastes like, then I gotta say, like, you should go check it out. Or if you're into salads with salmon and chicken on it, you should definitely go check it out. And the drinks there were pretty good too. Now, I was in Cincinnati on business, and so I didn't have a chance to check out some of the other things. Like, they had a coffee bar on site called Brew and Barrel that I did not check out. So I can't really speak to like how good that option is. They also have like a mini market there that I didn't have a chance to go check out, but Overlook, good stuff. Speaking of protein and muscle gains, let's talk about the gym. And the gym was actually very good for a hotel gym. They had plenty of cardio machines. They had dumbbells. Actually, the dumbbells were like up to, I wanna say, like 80 or 100 pounds. So it's way heavier dumbbell set than you're typically used to seeing at a hotel gym. Most hotel gyms, like, they cap out at 50. They also had a nice like little cable machine, jungle gymmy thing. I don't really know like how to describe it. They had a plyometric box. They had some benches. Like, it was a very good gym experience. And they also have a yoga room, which I'm not sure if they have like classes, but it looked like it was set up and definitely was big enough to have classes. So I'm not 1,000% sure if they have like instructor-led yoga classes on site, but it's a big room where you can, and they have mats and all of that yoga stuff. So if like you're into that, there's definitely like lots of space and they have lots of gizmos and gadgets for yoga. So overall, a very impressive gym layout. Now this leads me to my overall amenities score for the Summit Hotel, and there's lots of things to consider because the gym was on point, the food was really good, there was no pool. It was proximal, and although these aren't like necessarily hotel amenities, but it's close to the food hall, it's close to the cocktail bar, so there's lots to love and things that it was missing. Despite lacking amenities like a pool, which it's in Cincinnati, so it's not like there's like a huge pool scene, I know. And despite not having some of these other amenities that you're used to seeing at some of these like upscale hotels, which clearly that's what the Summit is trying to position itself as, is like more of like a modern upscale type of environment, type of feel, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 5.75 out of 7. The on-site dining was excellent. The overall environment, ambiance, all that stuff was excellent. The gym was well above average. So for that reason, 5.75 out of 7. I gotta say, one of the cool things about staying at the Summit was that, yeah, it was like in the middle of nowhere. And if you wanna stay near downtown Cincinnati, it's really like not near downtown. It's about a 20-minute drive from downtown. So if you're looking to have like proximal access to, like, say you're going to like the Bengals or like see the Reds or something that's like right in the heart of downtown, this is gonna be a little bit of a drive, but the things around the hotel were actually very convenient. And having that food hall there, which unfortunately I never got the chance to check out. I looked at the menu and everything, and it looks like if you're like really into like burgers and mac and cheese and like a lot of that stuff, like I'm not really into that stuff, so I didn't go check out the food hall. But having that cocktail bar there, placebo, just having those two things proximal to the hotel, it allows you to like be able to stay there for a few days and never really have to like venture outside to find good food and drink options. And that leads me to my overall experience and staffing score. And I'm gonna give the staff and the overall experience there a 6 out of 7. I really enjoyed the staff there. I thought they did an excellent job. They were super friendly, and my overall experience was incredibly pleasant. Had a great time there, and I would absolutely go back. Now, before I reveal the official Hotel Guy score for the Summit Hotel here in Cincinnati, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up while you're at it. It costs you nothing, and it helps you stay informed every time we post a brand new review, just like this one. All right, drum roll, please. Overall score for the Summit Hotel in Cincinnati is 5.5 out of 7. A very solid hotel, great experience, awesome art, beautiful lobby, great food on site, average room, but overall, a wonderful stay, and I would absolutely go back. That's all I got for you, fam. This is Danny Gold, the Hotel Guy, and I will catch all of you in the next video.